Welcome back to Let's Play Faunasphere. Today's goal is called All Wet. It's found in the undersea abyss. Thus we need to have a waterproof fauna that can go down there to get this goal. We'll go through the deep plains, and since this goal is going to take a little while, we're not going to stop and zap anything on the way. Has to be waterproof, otherwise I don't think you can get all the way down to this goal without those sad little cold blue faces. There's the goal station right by that probe. It says all wet. Take water samples and report back. Esteban says the probe is searching for the purest water around. It will need samples from several different sources of water. Will you help me get them, caretaker? Well, of course we will. You can store the samples in this porta-probe. First we need water from the top of a glacier. Alright, so we'll have to head to the glacier top. Now the thing about this goal is it's only going to let us do them in the order that it's requested. So let's head to the glacier base. And there's the glacier base off the frozen village. Head up to the top. Couldn't resist, could ya? It's a long trek, but this is going to be the easiest, or maybe I should say the fastest one to get. Nope, we're not up high enough yet, so don't fall for it. Yeah, you might get hungry before we're done with this. Alright, here's the glacier top. Now we need to go clear up to the top. Now I have heard, although I never dove into this first one right by the scrutinizer, that you might be able to get it from there. You won't get a water sample if you don't have the goal. But we're heading clear up to the top because we know that they are there. These 4 spots up here don't usually have anybody hanging around at them. See, there's a cold water sample from that little grabber. And there we go. And we hop in and we've got a cold water sample. Head out to the mesa. We need water warmed by the desert sun. So we've got our cold water sample in a test tube, and it's hiding in the little portable thing we've got to carry it around in. So now we'll head to the searing mesa. Now there are several little spots where we can dive into in the mesa also. As you can tell, we need some kind of a fauna that can do the diving. So like a hoofer wouldn't be able to do this part. But a hoofer could do the part if he was waterproof to go down and get the goal and to do the ending, where we take it back to the probe. Now, see how we're starting to line up to get in line? The searing mesa is the worst spot for regeneration of these sunken treasures. So we just have to practice our patience and wait. If you get in line with some people, it's a good chance to just chat. You might make some new friends. Someone that will come and buy things from your totem. Someone that might leave you gifts. You just never know. Now, since it takes a half hour, we had to edit a little bit of it out or we couldn't get it in. And this reminds me of the gulch. Before they shortened up the regeneration time, you had to wait for 5 minutes for the Vileys to show up. People got really nasty and fights broke out over who got to fight the Vileys and who didn't. In the mesa, so far, I have noticed that it takes about a half hour of standing around at a water hole. Although I did see the other night that there were 2 holes visible on the screen, and one of them regenerated twice while the other one had not regenerated at all. There we go. We've got Blast Off. Let's jump in there and get that one. Now we've got our warm water sample. We need mucky, murky mire water next. So, since we've been busy chatting with Simbaka, we are going to finish up our conversation and then we will head to the Mire Knoll. So we wish her happy holidays. And we head back to our sphere because Let's Play Faunasphere had some real life things they had to take care of quickly. But we came back and Simbaka has beaten us to the Mire Knoll. So you can tell I was gone at least a half hour. So we're second in line now. And I need you to really understand that if you jump in front of someone when there's a line and steal it, you are going to make a lot of enemies. So you will have to get in line and wait your turn. There is no ifs, ands, buts, I'm sorry, or anything that goes with it. So Simbaka is going to dive, and these water holes usually take about 5 minutes, although I have heard that there is one of them that is just as bad as in the Mire Knoll and takes a long time to regenerate. So we're starting to get another line started, but Simbaka was just enjoying our chat, and so she's just here yakking with us. And she wants to know if we've been jumped yet, where you take the vial from somebody. Well, I have not been jumped yet, but I have not tried to do the goal too many times. And the more people that are online playing at the same time, the tougher it gets. Because if you don't have somebody to chat with, you may doze off. Because waiting sometimes takes a really long time. But you, dear viewer, I know will not jump to get it. You will wait your turn. And there we go. Great, you've got everything we need. Now head back to the probe. So we're going to bid them all farewell. we will head home. Now we've got to make sure that we've got a waterproof fauna because we're headed back to the undersea abyss. Now the last quest that we did in the undersea abyss, you just had to wander around behind it. And there's the probe. And this time we have to go get that probe. There it is. And this time we have to drag it over the top of the probe. Excellent work! The probe is analyzing the samples now. According to the probe, the purest water sampled was from glacier top. Now we know. The more samples the probe has, the more accurate its findings will be. So keep the samples coming. In the meantime, here's a block of the purest frozen water for you, a reward for your hard work. And we got a different kind of an ice block, something that we haven't had before. Now if we keep them coming, we can go back and repeat this goal. And the probe is searching for the purest water around. It says it again. It will need samples from several different sources. Can you help us? You can store the samples in the probe. First we need water from the top of a glacier. So we have to take these in order. Getting a test tube from the market and things like that probably isn't going to work out very well. But that's all for today, and we will see you again next time.